That's better. Hey, how's everybody doing today? Sure is good to see you. Looks like we got a few people on here. But beautiful day. Glad to be here for Tuesday at 2:22 live with Keith. If you're joining in, please make a comment below. Let me know you're here. Wave, say hey, sort of thing. Coming to you live today from our studio where we shoot a lot of video. As you can see, there's a green screen behind me, and that's today's topic. We're going to talk about video for business specifically. So sure would like to start off by saying thank you so much for joining me. People have been asking me, have you been productive doing this? I mean, has it shown any value to the community in what I'm doing with these lives? And my answer to that is absolutely yes. Averaging about 250 views a week. And of course, that's not all during the live events. People are rewatching these after it's already been gone live, so that's fine and everything. So let's see here. Wanted to get started today by talking about video. And with video, you've heard the song from the late 70s, "Video Killed the Radio Star." Yeah, great song, but it's true. Before video, you had to use your imagination when you were listening to music. So, which is why whenever video did come out on MTV, I was one that I didn't want to watch the videos because I wanted my recollection of those songs to resonate in my memory in the future instead of the video. So, but it's not to say that video is not important. Video alone is just not enough. We also have to have good content. We've got to have a good story to tell. And when you're talking about your business or even personal branding, you need to have good content, a good story to tell, and as much detail as you can give. So I'm not seeing any comments below, or not comments, but anywhere people are joining. It shows there's 5 people to join. Thank you so much for joining. But we're also being hosted on watch parties and other areas as well on the internet. So anyway, we talked about content, story, having that. And video is the single most easiest way to reach your audience. People's attention spans these days aren't very, very long, if you know what I mean. It's typically you're gonna capture somebody within the first minute and a half, 2 minutes of any video. If it goes longer than that, if you've captured their interest, they're gonna continue watching. And what makes video so powerful is that it creates emotion within the person that you are trying to reach, to where text just can't create that emotion. So emotionally, I may make a decision versus just reading the text. So when you're creating a website, when you're creating any kind of content to go anywhere, make sure it is done to where it connects with people. So, and video can be shared anywhere. today. I mean, got Facebook Live, sharing videos for your business, for your personal branding. LinkedIn has a live feature that hasn't really gone public yet. You have to request that, but you can certainly make a video and just publish it to LinkedIn. There's of course YouTube, Instagram. Instagram has IG Reels as well. Great way to promote your business. Then you've got Venmo. Is it Venmo? I think it's Venmo. Video. Venmo. Yeah. Anyway, TikTok. Now, TikTok's a little bit controversial right now because you may have heard that it's linked to it's owned by Chinese, and they are a communist company. So just be careful there on how you use that because it is sending information over. But video's good. TV commercials. If you have a budget for TV commercials, certainly want to use that. And of course, finally, email. Sending a little video commercial, if you will, about why you're contacting them is certainly a great way to reach them. So keep that in mind. Now, anyone can make a video these days because everybody has a phone, right? And that doesn't mean that everyone can do it well. For example, when I first made a couple of videos for YouTube on my personal channel, I didn't know. I mean, I was a rookie. So I was shooting the video to go on YouTube in the portrait mode, and my son, of all people, who's 12 years old, says, Dad, no. You need to be landscape mode. I was like, okay, I didn't know that. But yeah, so I learned that. And now, tools for editing video, there's a lot of them out there. Just to mention a few, there's Filmora. Or Filmora Go. All these are apps on your phone, so you can download the apps. There's Adobe Premiere Rush for video. There's Splice, InShot, and Video Shop. And there, like I said, there's many more, but that's just to name a few to help you. Now, when you're making these videos, or going live or whatever, make sure your video is as good as what a professional can do. If you need some examples of video, certainly go to our website, reformationproductions.com. Under portfolio, you can see a lot of those promotional videos that we've done. But if you're not capable of making it professional enough, you're also, when you're branding to the public or your target audience, you want to make sure that what you're branding out there and putting out there is done to where it'll drive people to you. All right, so video cost. Just as recent as 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago, shooting video was expensive. Before the iPhone came out, there was just like Go or something like that, a little camera but it was expensive. It was about $150, $200 just for that. A GoPro is a great way to go live and also to do videos. They've come down in price substantially. But everybody has a phone these days as well. So, the iPhone shoots great video. I mean, it's got a very good megapixel camera. I'm in reverse mode on this, so it should. Now, with that said, do you know the difference between 420p, 720p, 1080p, 4K at 24 FPS? All these settings are in your iPhone or whenever you're trying to set it up under camera. There's 4K at 30 FPS. FPS stands for frames per second. 4K at 60 FPS. Now, what's the difference in all of them? Well, first of all, it's the quality of your resolution. High resolution is a thing today. So you you need to take in consideration what the size of that video is to line it up with the right resolution that you're trying to shoot. Do you know the best way to shoot a video? Portrait, landscape, I've already mentioned that. Most people use Facebook, YouTube, and you should be using that in landscape mode. But however, whenever you go on to Instagram or Instagram Reels, you want to use portrait mode. It's just the way that people view the videos. So just take note of that. So what are the market trends? Where are we heading to next? I mean, video has kind of lost its nostalgia, if you will, in plain simple terms. People don't see video as they don't see it the same way they do today and going forward. We're going to be moving from like I can make a video to I need to make a video that's done professionally and done that communicates in a better way. So and how do we do that? Well, you got to create a stronger creative work. Be creative with your video. I've got the backdrop here of our video studio here at Reformation Productions. But there are some ways that if you're just shooting a video and you're going to publish it to, say, YouTube, and I'm not educated enough to know how to do this, but I know it can be done, and that is like having a little pop-up that says subscribe to my channel by clicking here. I saw a video, a political video ad on my iPhone feed, Facebook feed earlier today, and at the end of the video popped up a little icon that said donate now. So people are starting to be more interactive, and there's other things that go along with that, but I won't go too much further into that today. Well, in closing, I just want to thank you again for everybody joining. There's a couple of things that are going on September 16th. I know that's a ways out, about a month away. But Zachary Bennett, our president, is going to be doing a webinar on video for your business. So if you want to get more in depth, because that's what he does about video, he can certainly help you with that by watching that webinar. But you must register, and I'll tell you about how to do that in just a second. There's also a webinar on the 24th of September, and these are at 10 a.m. by the way. But there's a webinar that he's going to talk about TikTok and IG Reels, specifically about how to market your business on those platforms. And then tomorrow at 10 a.m., there's a webinar on surviving Corona, how small business is impacted by the coronavirus or COVID-19, if you will. So you want to make sure you register that. And then finally, you want to check out Zachary Bennett's new book that he published. It's called Married to Marketing. It's a relationship guide to business. For example, when a groom is wooing a bride to be, there's a certain process that you have to go through. And to be successful, you have to have a plan, right? Same thing in business. The groom represents the business, and the bride represents the customer or your intended audience. So all of those can be, all that information that I just gave you can be viewed and registered on at bzacharybennett.com to get more information on that. All right. So again, thank you so much for joining. Please click share below, like, and let me know some feedback in the comments below. And I look forward to seeing you next week on Tuesdays at 2:22 live with Keith. Y'all have a great day.